In the late 1800s, 9 railroad lines found their way through Madison, Wisconsin. Here in the 2025 year, the Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball Championship runs through this beautiful American city. We're about to hand out some hardware. And will it be behind the capable setting of one of these international level setters? Natalia Valentina Anderson, Puerto Rico's national team setter, leads the league in assists per set. And behind her is a two-time Olympic medalist, Team USA's own Micah Hancock. Welcome to Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball Championships Week, presented by Baden. We welcome you once again into Veterans Memorial Coliseum at the Alliant Energy Center here in Madison. Team Drews taking on Team Thompson as our championship chase comes to a close. We are into our last 3 matches. Second one of the evening tonight. We have 2 more tomorrow, and the last chance to make an impact on the leaderboard. Jordan Thompson has been dominant this year. Also dominant behind her is Reagan Cooper. So much yet to be decided from 3 through 9. Who will win the medals? Who will go into the Book of Unlimited for this 2025 year? Welcome inside once again, everybody. I'm Kevin Barnett, joined by my partner, Olympian Key Michael. Key, every time we have a draft, when they're looking for talent, these captains, they go to the do-everything players, those 5 skill athletes.
Yeah, every Batman needs their Robin, and if these 2 captains are looking to medal tomorrow, they cannot do it alone. We've seen some phenomenal performances out of the captains themselves, but I think make or break are going to be a couple of players on the pins. Whether or not they can score is the question. Top scorer for Drew's Blues side on Thursday was Natalia. She put up 15 points, 8 of them coming in the second set, and that was the difference maker for her captain. She was looking to get over the edge, avoid the sweep, and it's no surprise that Natalia continues to be drafted so high. She's one of the players on court with the most experience. The Brazilian Olympic medalist is as crafty as she is strong, and she's settled nicely into a top 10 spot on the leaderboard. On the other side, Maddie Kingdon-Richel, she's been the yin to Jordan Thompson's yang. 4th highest in kills and kills per set this season. And the other 3 players in that category are wearing the captain's jersey themselves. I still think it's a crime that these 2 are paired up yet again, but if she continues in the direction she's been going this season, she'll be looking for a 2nd consecutive medal with her name on it come tomorrow.
Now look at the comparison here. Last match, that was back on Thursday. 13 kills for Natalia Zio Pereira. For Maddie Kingdon-Richel, it was 10 kills, but her side came up with the victory. Team Thompson, 73-62 over Team Hentz. Captain Jordan Thompson, 24 kills, hit 340 in that one. On the other side, Team Cooper was the opponent for Team Drews, and they would come up on the losing side of that. Drews had 14 kills, 6 digs. Natalia, those 13 kills. As we get started here with Sarah Parsons of Team Thompson, and we're underway in our second match of the night. That ball to the outside, Kingdon-Richel without much of an approach. Marley Malseret starts on the other side in that front row position and cannot handle that dig.
Yeah, interesting. Already you just called it out. Brand new setter, and I think Drews drafted 2 really good setters on purpose, right? We knew that she wanted to take Monserrat out away from Cooper's team. She also has Micah Hancock, who's been phenomenal, but interesting that she's made that change.
Captains do get to make those calls about personnel, who starts, who sits, what the schedule is when you practice. Everything about the week is crafted by the captain, a huge responsibility. Parsons, that ball is going to go long. Sarah Parsons playing in a hybrid role. You'll see her across the back row generally. As Tori Dixon goes back to serve, already named to the all-position team once again, the Minnesota native. Fader got a hold of it, did not have a kill the other night, and she rectifies that right away. It's one of the worst nights we've seen from Emily Fader, who actually leads this entire league in efficiency at 440. She was 0 kills on 6 attempts, negative territory.
Yeah, unusual for her, but she's also one of those players that won't make errors. On her 30 kills, she's only had 3 errors, so I think she's keeping it really, really consistent there.
Tough server, too. Opportunity there. Legros with the touch. Kingdon-Richel underneath it. Where do you go? Natalia? No, it's the middle to Gray, and she has been supremely effective in a couple of matches recently. Number 15, Serena Gray out of Temple City, California.
Yeah, in terms of numbers, she's sitting at over 2 kills per set, and that's the highest of any middle, even more than Molly McCage, who we talk about being so offensive. She's not yet at 2 kills per set. I like having an offensive middle.
Gray had 6 kills on Thursday. Another dig there. Beautifully done by Pina Pinoy. Gray with a crossbody kill, and Pinoy picked up another dig. Maybe she's a little underrated here, Key. She needs some flowers. She's second in digs per set, 4.27. 18 digs in 3 sets on Thursday. That's 6 per.
I mean, having a defender like that in the backcourt is exactly why you can run those kind of offensive plays and why the other attackers look so good.
Yeah, Pinoy in the dark blue jersey over there. She's going to face Thompson down the line with another dig. Pinoy +5 for each of those digs recently. There's another one that is dug too long. So that will be a point for Thompson. So keep your eye on Pina Pinoy. Made another play there. She will run the receive. Maybe the primary defender against Jordan Thompson here, our championship leader, 6'4", out of Edina, Minnesota. Minnesota, this Midwest area, produces so much volleyball talent.
Gray again. I mean, we've seen her go off, and already the number she's hitting. We saw her have 13 kills with Valentine Anderson just recently. If she can have those kind of numbers again, this could be one of the teams to really put pressure on Thompson's side.
Natalia Zila Pereira to serve. So Maddie Kingdon-Rishel will put the ball into play, 4-4 early, set 1. Gray way up high.
And Monterrey not even having to set her a perfect ball, just goes up and keeps the ball on her own side. That's what you have to do, not only as a setter to keep it in play, but as a middle, just be up and available, because you never know when it's coming to you.
Hitting 420 on the year is Gray, back to serve. Drives it at Parsons, who stays in the front row here. Parsons' roll shot is good. The loft speed from number 30, the new mom. Another Minnesota native. How about that? Actually played at Minnesota, from Minnesota. Anika Alegros, how aggressive will she be here? Fairly conservative. Abercrombie trying to get the kill there. Defense from Legros. And Drews with the finish. So that'll be the first kill on the Dani Drews side that isn't Serena Gray's. She had 4 in a row.
Well, I'm watching this dig. You know I always am. Middle's defense, let's go. Nika's there underneath it. Ball goes over and back into an overpass situation, but that's the scrappy play you want to see.
Vader. She's off to a nice start.
And that's why she continued to be drafted so high week after week, because of that consistent piece that she provides in the offense.
The Thaderinator, normally terminating balls from all different positions.
That's right.
They had just 3 kills in the middle, did Team Thompson. If you're looking for a weakness, that might have been it. That is definitely not a weakness. The opposite play. Talked to Jordan Thompson last night at the University of Wisconsin game, and she said she's done just the right amount of prep, and for the first time maybe since 2021, she feels like she's in great rhythm with the ball. It's maybe the best she's attacked the ball in going on 4 years.
I mean, I think that's an understatement. At 6 kills averaging per set, that sounds pretty comfortable.
Outside, Drews into the block. Talia with the cover. Abercrombie out of the back row. Lots of defense on both sides so far. Beautiful bump set. Blocked by Thader.
And that's a big block. The reason that's so in system and perfectly set up, when it's an out of system ball like that, it's bump set high to the outside. Thader and Thompson have so much time to team up and make that perfect.
I think of Emily Thader like a locomotive. It's just continually going, making progress, carrying the heavy lift that you need in the middle. And there's a big block by Parsons on the outside, all by herself. Thader just never stops, just chugging along the net, getting kills, getting blocks, leading, talking.
Yeah, the little engine that could. You have to be like that, I feel, as a middle, especially even, that's a perfect example. She's not going to be able to close, but she's still making an effort to get there, never gives up on it.
Celebrating. I'm just going to push you away and you make a good call. I'm just going to... Good job, Key. Oh, good job out of the back row, Natalia. Week 3 MVP 3 honors. 3 times she's been honored with MVP. Had 19 kills, had 440 to close the week in week 2, and earned her second match MVP then. Dani Drews has had a host of MVP honors as well as captainships. Lefty with the serve. No jump serve from her yet. She will go there. Kingdon Rischel goes out of the middle back.
I'm already noticing a decent amount of balance on the gold squad. You've got Parsons getting some kills, Thompson, of course, Stater. Now Maddie out of the backcourt. Natalia's using her options.
That was Nati digging Natalia. Emily, Dani, Marley, Brittany, J-Will. Block there. Natalia alongside Dixon. I think Natalia's going to get credit for that one.
Yeah, if Natalia has a good day at the office, she could be the difference maker. We saw it in that second set of the last match where she turned it on. That's the set that Drew's side won.
Parsons, perfect pass.
Ooh, okay.
Players missing each other. Dani Drews not missing that one out of the back row. That was a really nice play by Gray, dropping down for the pickup.
Yeah, typically when that ball goes underneath you at the net, it's really hard to recover from that. Have a look at how she reacts so quickly. It bounces off her and the net, and she's not going to let it hit the floor.
Seems like that net touch gave her just the split second she needed. Another high seam attack. Thompson, 200 kills now. 10th all-time player to hit that mark in a given season. Multiple 20-kill performances, including the last one with 24 against Team Hens on Thursday. You mentioned the balance. There's balance until you have to just go to one place. She's that ultimate outlet as that ball again finds the floor out of the middle.
Yeah, keep your eyes on Thompson as the match progresses. When things are going their way, when they're winning, super balanced, everyone's getting their kills. If they start to fall behind, she looks at her setter and she'll say, you give me that ball now.
That ball carries just long, staying in the air. We remain tight here in the first set. Kat Bell's going to check in for a little blocking support here for Natalia Valentin-Anderson. This was successful on Thursday. Bell picking up a number of good plays. Huge stuff block the first time she was in. That one saved on both sides. Bell. Too bad. The side wanted a celebration there. Gray not having it. She's going to add to her total now in the blocks and collect those points.
And And the reason that works so well, you saw that first attack from Gray going to Thompson, gets her on the floor. That ball then has to go outside, and such an easier block.
Each side's with a pair. Nika calling for it, getting it. Watch out in the celebration.
Oh yeah, that celebration could hurt someone.
Brace for contact.
I mean, Nika's another one of those players that's not huge in the errors. She's only had 5 errors, and 2 of them came on Thursday night. I feel as though she's up for some revenge.
Abercrombie trying to return to form, and this is kind of what Drews needed. They're 0-1 with that loss on Thursday. Abercrombie 5 kills, 136. What are your expectations for Britt's production?
I mean, she's one of those players that we've seen her have great nights. What we expected since learning her, she was the champion last season. We know what her level is, but we've seen some lower production out of her. I think if she goes off, Blue's gonna have a good night.
Valentin-Anderson with a spectacular save there. Diving to keep it alive. Here, they're right back in rhythm. Kingdon Rischel, dig to attack, no. Drews. Anika trying to get it again. Instead, it's the captain, and that will be a carom that is too far and not playable.
This tends to be the cadence of rallies when Jordan Thompson is on the floor. Balls go in a different direction here, there, and elsewhere, and if the score does not happen within the first kind of back and forth, a couple of back and forths, it'll go to her and she'll get it done.
Outblocked and outdug on Thursday versus Team Hens. Thompson still had the victory, and it might come now with some tough serving if Anika Legros can get going. There's an ace, and they get us the technical timeout at 15-12. I'm not sure what you do with that kind of serve, and This league has asked itself throughout the year, how do you stop Jordan Thompson? She's been absolutely tearing it up. Key Michael's going to lay out a plan. She's got a lot of stuff on that whiteboard when we come back. The Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball Champions Week is presented by Baden. What a season it has been. Season 5, Molly McCage there. Serena Gray, you've seen her get off to a fantastic start in this match already. Natalia Valentin Anderson, the dynamic and inspirational leader from that setter position. Also on the winning side right now, Team Thompson 15-12 here at the technical timeout. And how do you stop Jordan Thompson? No one knows. She's up by more than an entire set worth of performance. Key Michael, what are your thoughts on this difficult topic?
I told you we should just write impossible on the board, and that would be the whiteboard section, but we won't do that. We'll move a little bit further. Here's what JT's done in kills. She has outscored every single player by quite a margin every single week. What's interesting is it's been a different player right behind her every week. Also, she's been with 2 different setter combinations every single week, so it doesn't matter who she's with, she's gonna score. But here's what I would do if I were gonna match up against her. You got 2 options here. When you're serving, especially when they're in rotation 1, which means JT's on this side and the setter's back here, I would serve this short section of the court, create some confusion there. Or when you're attacking and Nati is front court, you can target her in the offense, or you can put it right behind her and make JT play defense. So watch out for that.
Now we've seen teams try and do that. I think they just can't get her out of rhythm enough times. They will continue to try that and cut into this point total. A lot of MVP honors in there to go with those 3,278 points. Her sides have been victorious, and she has been glorious in so many performances. You can only think of one match where she wasn't killing it with total kills and efficiency. She throws it over there. Abercrombie to Rischel. There's one of those plays trying to take Abercrombie out. They made her less effective for sure. Captain right side. Gets the bounce. Thompson again keeps the ball high, even from well off the net. And good things happen for her side once again, 16-12. Legros. Nati with the block. Valentin Anderson, what a performance she put on Thursday. 3 kills, 1 block, 14 digs, and 28 assists, plus all the vibes. She's got another one here, Key.
Yeah, and here's the problem. I told you on the whiteboard, go after her when she's at the net, but she's still one of the best blockers in that setting position with 6.
4-0 run, Team Thompson, backslide, Fader. Oh, into the antenna. There's Emily in Paris, and then there's Emily into the antenna.
All right, here's a look at what Nati's done. Here's what's so fascinating to me. She's at 18th in the blocks, but she's got 6. That's more than Nunnemiller, Drews, Gray, Cooper, some players that are taller than her and playing in that front court position.
They chip it over that time. Kingdon Rischel left behind by Nati. That ball stayed alive, but did not come back over. Momentary lapse of celebration. Key, back to this playing big thing.
Yeah, this is what Nati does. So when I say go against her in the net, I don't mean swing down because she's 5'6", but she is so strong with her shoulders. You got to go over her and use your height to an advantage.
Well, Jordan Thompson is up there right now. That was captain on captain. Drews with the score, and Thompson with another fantastic reaction.
Yeah, we saw an entire montage of her faces in one of the previous games. I think she's one of the most fun players to watch, not only because of her volleyball, because of that.
Fader over the top. So Nati's getting some of those pieces going that did not have the best of nights on Thursday in spite of the win. They had just 3 kills in the middle. Legros with 3, Fader with 0. They're already going to get past that point here in set number 1. 19-14. Pinoy, good pass. Dished overhead to Dixon. Yeah, that's all position team kind of attacking.
And I think you're spot on with that. Both these 2 teams recognizing you've got to get that position firing, and whether it's through a short ball in front or Tori Dixon running that ball behind, you have to use that position.
Dixon putting that one deep corner. That was tough down the line. Thompson, who often goes inside out, just takes that one across the court.
Yeah, she'll go wherever she wants. She's the honey badger of the right side of the court. Watch for when the blockers adjust against her, because that's exactly what just happened. They've shuffled and shifted a little bit outside, and then she's got space inside.
Natalia into the block, and that will find its way out of bounds. Good sign for Team Drews as their #1 draft pick collects the K.
Yeah, the blue side need Natalia to pop off tonight. We saw some sparks of it in the last match.
Trying to serve deep again. Another perfect pass. Legros misses. So Team Drews back-to-back points key. They're 0-1. If you had to pick one category for them to win tonight, what would it be besides the score for Team Drews?
I think they were really good at passing. They passed about 50% positive in the last match. Not perfect. They weren't able to use their middle as much, but they were still pretty good in that reception.
Good enough in reception was Team Thompson there. Yeah, to your point, the captain, Dani Drews, took on more. She's passing for the first time in 2 weeks. She played opposite for 2 weeks before becoming captain. She received 37 of 68 balls and still had 14 kills and hit .343. She doesn't get served here, but the middle continues to be a weapon with Gray.
And that's exactly why. As soon as you can get that ball onto the setter, whether it's Drews that's doing it or Natalia, you have all of these options that start to open up. And Gray has proven time and time again that she can be such an offensive weapon if she's able to be used.
6 of 8. Serena Gray. Superlative here in set #1. Just like that serve from Natalia. Middle to the crowd. Put it on the scoreboard at 19.
We saw how crucial serving was in the last match. Just pops it down the line between Parsons and Kingdon Rishel.
Little 4-1 run going on here. Looking for 5. Pinoy got underneath it. Back to back. The block. Another good bounce for 97. We are into the red zone.
I love the repeat set as well.
You do? Okay.
I know that setters love to keep their attackers feeling confident, and especially someone like Thompson, if she doesn't get that first ball, get it to her again.
Kingdon Rishel would like that one back. So here we are in the red zone, playing at 25. Remember, the overall score is the winner on aggregate. And add up the score of all 3 sets played. So these points matter here. How close is the first set? How close is the second? Can you win the third? That factored in our first match of the day as Jaylee Winters checks in to serve. One-time Creighton star. Thompson close to being over. Doesn't matter. Blocked by Dixon and Drews. The designated driver of blocking.
That was one of my question marks about this match. This team, the blue side, they only had 2 blocks in their last match. They're already up to 3 in the first set. This is what we were expecting more of from that blue side.
6-2 run to get right back in it. Chip shot. Parsons has had a couple of really nice little beach moves. Must have a sand court up there in Minnesota somewhere. Or in Omaha where she's playing professionally.
I like the bounce back as well. She was attacking negative efficiency on Thursday, so already a huge improvement.
Thompson, half the kills for her side here in the first set. Captain through the block and down. They are manufacturing some swings over there on the Drews side. 23-22. Bad pass, dunk straight down. We are tied, 23 up.
This is why it pays to have Tori Dixon at your net. She is one of the best at reading the game, and she knows Nati's gonna go up and try and joust her. That's why she has to get that ball super early before she can touch it.
So the little run continues here. We're tied at 23. Timeout, Team Thompson. It's been a workmanlike every serve every turn of the serve, they've added one, and then added another, and then added two, and they are right back in it here, Team Drews. Excellence by Tori Dixon there, and Tori Dixon has had that throughout the season. The all-position team announced today, Key.
Yeah, no surprise that Tori gets in there. She's one of those players that is so physical at the net. She was overall second best in blocks coming into tonight, third best in blocks per set. I mean, those are the kind of numbers you expect if you're going to end up on that all-position team. But hey, have a look at Dani Drews in that outside hitting position. We saw her a couple of weeks as an opposite, and yet still gets chosen as one of the best outsides. I think it just speaks to her versatility as well.
A couple of first-time players there, Jordan Thompson and Reagan Cooper getting into the all-position team. Natalia Valentin Anderson, just so much done at that position by her, more than just a setter. And Morgan Hens continues to lead in digs and spectacular digs. An 8-3 run by Drews, just working their way back to 23 apiece. Here we go.
Is that a category? Spectacular digs?
Yes, yes.
Separate.
Like the spectacular play clause, where you would let a minor violation of the rules go because the play looks so awesome. Race to two, win by two. Oh, Drews with the momentum here. Abercrombie. No, J-Wo dug it. NVA trying to get back in the play. And she intimidates Dani Drews. That hitting error has Thompson to a set point.
Nazi with the defense. Talk about scrappy. If you look up scrappy in the dictionary, that's her.
Let's see if ace would also apply. Maybe short middle. Down the line to Drews instead, who'll get it right back. And almost the same swing. Will we have a challenge? Yes, we will. I don't know if they're going to get it here, Key. For the moment, it's 25-23.
I don't think I saw much of a touch there. I think it's worth having a challenge just in the possibility, but two wide swings by the captain back-to-back.
Two captain's challenges per team per set. This is the first one of the set, and I don't see one there.
I don't think I do. The danger there is the first time up was Nati going against her. Second time had to avoid Thompson. I don't think I see a touch. Those fingers don't look like they're moving. I do notice that Jordan Thompson's hair is wild again.
Wilding out?
Yeah, she's living on the wild side.
We've had lots of incidences where the hair from the pony has wrapped over the top of the net and been called for a net violation, which is not a violation. We end up having a challenge and then a play being overturned.
But a wasted challenge, nonetheless.
After review, the challenge of block touch is unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful. So we will end with Team Thompson at 25-23. Each player gets 40 set points added to their total. That's why these set victories matter so much. Leaderboard constantly changing, but not the person on top. Team Thompson, again, wins a set. We'll go to the second frame next here in Madison.
Best box versus best box. You know Kat's trying to compete. You know she's trying to compete. I think they're serving pretty aggressively. They also served a lot short, so let's communicate about what shorts are the middles and what are you guys calling it early and call them off. Because we want you guys to play it, but if you can't, you need their help, call their name. It's way to whip. Here we go, she's out here. Watch shot, off speed. Come on, yes, P. Come on, inside, cover. Yes, wait. She's down here. Yes, Serena. It's all that short passing! Nice job, Serena! Good job, Pete. Great defense. Perfect.
You're listening to two-time USA Women's National Team Athlete of the Year, as well as a bronze medalist in 2016 in the Olympic Games. Mom to 3 kids. Alicia Childress with a lot to give to the game.
Yeah, and the fact that she played here last season, was on the PEC. She's one of those players turned coaches that can, when she speaks, people listen because she's been there literally a few months ago, not decades ago.
3 years here in Athletes Unlimited as an athlete, first season as a coach. head coach of the MLV, San Diego Mojo, for next year. Continuing to be a part of the game now that her playing days are behind her.
She's super prepared as well when she comes to the drafts. She has all kinds of graphs and stats and numbers. Molly McCage told me it was just so comforting to have her on her side to be able to provide that kind of information that players don't necessarily pay attention to.
Fought her way through a knee that really wasn't cooperating as it led into the Rio 2016 Olympic Games in what could have been a finals appearance. Ended up being a bronze medal appearance for Team USA. They were so close, both teams in that season, getting all the way to the semifinals. Looked like they were going to win those matches, both the men's and the women's sides, and losing in intense, horrible fashion. But both rebounding for those bronze medals. Something definitely to be proud of, dealing with that situation. Team Drews dealing with a situation where they're down 2. Now they're up 1. As we begin the second set, Kevin Barnett alongside Olympian Key Michael here from Madison, Wisconsin. Second match of the night, and we are 2 matches to go after this before we hand out the hardware. Championship night is tomorrow evening here inside the Veterans Memorial Coliseum at the Alliant Energy Center. As you look at our leaderboard, Jordan Thompson still on top. Live updates to that with blocks like that. Serena Gray's collected a bunch for her kills. Here she gets plus 12 for a block.
Yeah, what a read by Gray. If you watch the movement, she's in one direction and sees Maddie Kingdon's body approach and dives into the angle.
Thompson left side. Gray got that one too, but he got just inside of her. Serena Gray, 6 kills on 8 swings, 2 blocks. And we've only just begun set number 2. Sarah Parsons, who's off to a nice start here. Back to serve. Montserrat another save as Nati gets underneath it. Pinoy to Natalia, to the floor.
The thing that stands out to me about that attack is her feet. Natalia is not in a good position to have that swing as it dies inside. She gets there with her feet, then she makes the adjustment with her arm. That's how she's able to beat the block.
26 up, and that overall score, Drews up 3-1 early. Pushed to the outside fast and pushed down by Maddie Kingdon-Rischel. We're about to talk to Nika Legros, but she is now back to the left front position as her counterpart, Emily Thader, steps back to serve. Thader off to a wonderful start as well, 3 for 4 with a block on her side. There's the first error from Gray.
And I was just thinking in my mind how impressive Gray's been. I mean, she's tied up with Thompson in terms of scoring production as a middle. That's the first time we've really seen her falter.
We'll see if they go right back to her. A little conversation back and forth between her and setter Marley Montserrat. Instead, it's outside of Drews, who cranks it cross court.
That works so well because the blockers on the other side are paying attention to Gray. They're thinking the same thing you were.
Right.
Is this next set going to go to her? Should we stay there? And it's Nika who has to make that decision because it's a quick ball and it's a one-on-one for Drews.
Gray drives that one. Oh, what a set. Looking for high hands. Good idea with the flat. Drews looking for a call. We didn't have a captain's challenge till late in the first. Will we get one earlier here?
Drews is just pointing to the line judge, but not actually willing to make the challenge. I don't think she fully believed it. It was such a nice set, too, from Natalia. Just hung up there in the air.
Kind of set that hits itself.
And it's a good idea by Drews, right? She knows she's got the big block, looks for hands.
Bell into block. No setter on the Thompson side. No defense either on that time. Justine Wong-Morantes comes up just short. 5-4. Brittany Abercrombie with another kill. So Abercrombie has 3 now on 10. Scoops with the right hand. That's the offhand for her. Rischel, joust, pops it up. Key, pancake for you.
Delicious.
Thompson feasts on the right side.
You were looking at the pancake. I was looking at the set by Nika Legros, stepping in, just pushing Nazi out of the way almost to put the ball up. But here's a look at that pancake. I mean, you love when the ball comes up, especially if it's the opposite who has to make that defense.
That ball was going deep line to the back line. Overpass. Nazi got there, but not twice.
Dixon was not having that. Nachi's so sneaky, though. I feel as though you're looking up at the ball, and if you're taller than her, you just don't even see her out of your peripherals until it's too late.
Another pancake. Abercrombie with a double stack back there. Natalia the beneficiary.
And that could be the difference maker for this blue side. We talked about their not having their blocking night last time. If they have a defensively strong night, that could make the difference against this Thompson team.
5 Brazilian titles in her illustrious career, Olympic medals as well. Off the face and head of Natalia from JT.
I mean, if there's anyone on the court that you don't want to take a ball in the face from, it's JT. I think she might be dizzy for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, that was a thumper right off the top of the forehead. Server short.
Yeah.
Nika to the line. Right at her. And Marley dunks it. That was a heck of a serve.
That is clutch by Marley, because you're exactly right. Nika, when she goes back, it's 100 or nothing when she serves. And targeting Natalia, as we mentioned, she's the player who just got one in the face, but Marley Montserrat, great reactions.
2-time all PVF, Marley Montserrat in the front row, 6 foot tall. Over. Thompson is over. And now Drews is over in the big score, 32-31. That's for the overall win. And we had a deuce set in the first, so action remains close here in the second, both in that overall as well as the set score. Parsons, pass, swing, kill.
That's a good choice by Nati. You know that everyone in the gym's thinking, oh, is she going to double set back to Thompson? I think Gray was thinking the same, and that's why there's that little bit of space between the blockers.
One-time Big Ten Player of the Year, 2016. ESPNW National Player of the Year, Sarah Parsons, who's gone on to a very nice professional career. And now mom. Dani a little too aggressive on that one, finds the net.
That's one of the harder swings to make as well, coming from off the court.
Abercrombie, short tip. Good.
Yeah, a couple of tips falling in front of JT, or excuse me, in front of Justine Wongarantes down that line.
Close to the net. JT reaches and goes through the fingertips. But it seems like when there's a little bit extra elevation needed, a little other extra gear, 97 just shifts into overdrive.
Yeah, she's one of those players that has that second gear, third gear, sixth gear maybe?
11 straight matches with more than 10 kills. Jordan Thompson. That ball called out, and they will challenge. I don't know about this one, T. First captain's challenge of the second set.
It was closer than I would have liked. Not that I'm rooting for either
So you're
team.
wearing blue?
It looked like it could have caught a little bit of the line in real time.
I think we'll get a good look here. Benoit letting that one go. Oh, it's right behind the pole, of course, as it hits the ground. First challenge of the second set.
It's a tough call. There has to be conclusive evidence. Very close, though.
After review, the challenge of ball in out is unsuccessful.
So it will remain
Ball
a
goes to the
service
blue
error.
side.
Thank you, Julie Vogt. Our R2. Overall score tied, 34 apiece. Drews with a 2-point lead right now. Chip shot is going to be picked up. Can it be put away? Not yet, but that's easy pickings for number 4.
And sometimes she doesn't even open her palm, just goes up with her fist. But if there's nobody in the block, you can afford to do that.
And Brittany Abercrombie doesn't even really jump there. Had a nice career at USC before moving on to an international career that has seen her win the title here last year, among other honors. Vader kind of dropping the elbow, pushing that one.
And it's interesting seeing her go up against Gray because they're such different styles of attackers. Gray loves to look for the angle and hit sharp, whereas Thader looks for that end line. She's more of a classic middle that'll swing to where there's no defender. Wonder if middle gets it here.
Long distance, this one's picked up. Thader all over that tip. Second chance, Abercrombie through the block. Legros stretches out on the overpass and puts it away.
Now Legros is another middle that loves that straight down swing. That's great defensive work happening here by Panoy, but as soon as it's up on the net, you know that's just drool-worthy for a middle.
Monserrat on the money, Gray misses. Wide left, not a lot of court left over there.
Yeah, just a couple of inches further to the right and she would have been perfectly fine, but that's her style of swing. She loves to get those really sharp, left or right, doesn't matter, but again, if Miley moves, she has to adjust.
12 apiece here in the second. That has Team Thompson back +1 in the overall. Pardon me, +2. Now +1 with that kill from Gray right back to her. There's the repeat.
And I love the changeup as well. Gray recognizing, all right, we've moved a little over. I ran out of real estate on that way. She just changes direction for the second one.
Gray to the line. We saw a historic serving performance from a middle in our first match of this evening as that ball's thrown straight back down. Do not tip on Britt Abercrombie. No one tips on the champion.
That's safe. Safe assumption.
Alicia Childress liked that play for her side. Justine Wangarantes in reception. But it is an ace going past Parsons. Gray putting more points on the board.
Middles for serving MVP tonight. Man.
15-12 in our technical timeout in the second. This time it's Team Drews.
I push myself so much. So like for me, it's never enough. Like I always want more.
Natalia Pereira showing you a little bit of the heat.
Natalia testing the angle.
Cannot get past Natalia. What hasn't changed is her right arm excellence.
Sometimes like I try to speak to myself, especially like before the games, before the practice. And I'm like, I just close my eyes and I try to like imagine how I could play, try to breathe and think like, okay, I practice for that. I know what I'm doing. I always try to think like this in a positive way. And if I cannot help in one way, I try to go to another way and always like try to help my teammates and myself as well.
Natalia first playing professionally at 15 years old. The Brazilian Pro League's the #1 team, and then playing on the national team starting at 18. She has truly grown up in this game.
And you can see it, right? And even just here, she's smiling, she's comfortable, she's giving feedback to her teammates, and she talked about it in that interview, how she visualizes before match. I mean, that's something you have to be kind of a professional-minded player to do those kind of visualizations and mental preparation that if you're just a high school player, this is what you should be thinking about doing in the future.
She said that Bernardinho, the legendary coach who is famous internationally on the men's side, but domestically with Brazil on the women's side, where he's coached for a long, long time, said to her, listen, I believe in you. I don't care who the other outside is going into the Olympic Games in 2012. You're going to be one of those outside hitters. And she said that was irreplaceable to have a coach, especially of his standing. The man is a national hero, a national treasure in the #1 sport in Brazil. Yes, #1 sport in Brazil, because soccer is a religion. For that man to show that kind of care for her left an indelible impact on her life.
That's awesome.
4-0 run for her side. There's a dig from Natalia. Threat in transition ends up being the captain, Dani Drews, who this time finds the corner. 5-0.
I feel like Dani Drews has some making up to do. We saw a few more errors than we're used to seeing from her in the attack in the last set.
Yeah, back-to-back to end the set, as a matter of fact. As that ball is long. Here, they finally are the aggressor in the set, the aggressor in the overall. You look at our leaderboard scrolling by, then a live update as points go up, points go down for digs, for assists, for aces, blocks, kills. All have positives and negatives. 40-38, Drews, Dixon aware there, picks up the pass. Drews with another kill, back-to-back screamers.
Great work by Dixon on that heads up dribbler off the net. Too often we've seen those when they hit the net, they just fall. You gotta be paying so much attention if you're in middle.
Thompson, 33-60. That is a ridiculous total. Cooper chasing effectively at 2,800, but she's quite a ways back. Rest of the field behind them, tight. Just like that block, tight, together, effective. Drews and Dixon. 19-13, timeout, Thompson.
6 blocks already. We talked about them having only 2 on Thursday. That's a huge improvement, and Dixon, a big part of that at the net.
42-38. That overall match score, 7-1 run for Team Drews, has Joe Trinzi, the coach on the other side, trying to figure out a solution alongside captain Jordan Thompson. We welcome you into Veterans Memorial Coliseum at the Alliant Energy Center. Kevin Barnett alongside Olympian Key Michael once again. We've watched the level rise in this year. Key, we had the all-position team announced now, some new blood on that. What do you think about year 5 and the way that the volleyball has been?
Oh my goodness, it has been skyrocketing. The level, I mean, you can see it out there on the court, and JT's a perfect example of it. Gold medal standard is what we're seeing out there, and you can see it in how long the rallies are. It is scrappy, the hits are harder, the defense is better, the sets are cleaner. I mean, everything about the game has just gotten better and better, and I think that the sky's the limit when it comes to this league in terms of level. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah, year by year we've seen positions improve immensely. The libero position has never been better. Probably the opposite position has never been better. And Team Drews has not been better this weekend. 7-1 run from 12 all. Almost became 8-1 there immediately. Instead, a little bit of confusion. The setter handled it. Maybe shouldn't have. But Drews doesn't care. Les Bleus, Drews, 20-13.
That's the French version of Blues Blues.
Yes, Les Bleus, Drews. Another tough pass. Why not? Ride the horse. That ball's still good. Tori Dixon says not anymore. What a run here. They are establishing dominance in the set and dominance in the overall. They have caused both timeouts now to be taken by Team Thompson.
And do you think Drews saw my whiteboard? Because that is exactly where I told her to put that ball. Get Thompson out of the offense, and good things will happen if you're the blue side.
Both timeouts have been called with a 13 on the scoreboard for Thompson, that unlucky number. They now trail big in this set, and they trail 44-38 in that overall. Remember, those are the overall 60 team points. Not much to say on the other side. Be better. Get back on the floor.
Well, keep an eye out, like we mentioned, that when things start to get sticky, Thompson's going to get a lot more sets.
Facilitator key.
Uh-oh.
What do you want right now? You're running Team Thompson. Put yourself in the shoes of the setter. NVA, you're 5'6", you're good at blocking. You're super enthusiastic. You're going to play in Dallas this year. Your husband's from Omaha. That's been a fun experience, but you're in the moment.
I'd like to see her use her middle. I know she's got Nika up there in the front right now. If the passing is good enough, get that involved, because we know she's going to have to be heavily relying on Thompson, but Thompson's backcourt right now.
Nika's going behind. Maybe not an option there. Pinoy with a dig. Another beautiful bump set, but an error for Dani Drews. She'll smile anyway, but that is frustrating for number one, who's been so good through the run. Lead built. Can they hold it? Natalia scoops that one back. And Tori Dixon makes a smart choice. Tori Dixon, longtime starter on Team USA, decade on the national team. Missed out on Olympic Games in which she probably was going to be the starter in 2016 because of injury. Had an ACL injury during her season, I believe it was in Japan right before the Olympic Games started. Starring here in Athletes Unlimited for a second season. She's on the PEC, that's the Player Executive Committee as well. Leadership on and off the court. Boy, that was two lefties competing for one ball. Pinoy, another stab. Natalia slices it down the line. Peanut Pinoy is making some opportunity.
Yeah, the defense is letting their team continue to be offensive. That's the connection between those two. But again, talked about it. As soon as Nati's front court, you have to recognize it. Thompson trying to sneak in there and look for the tip, but that was no tip to be had.
7 digs for Pinoy, a couple of big ones lately. Back-to-back to the pin, back-to-back kills for number 12. And they have gone to a set point here. Team Drews looking for a commanding advantage headed to the third. They could close it here, they'd be +8. They'd only need 18 points in the next set to take the overall. Big powerful swing from Parsons.
Good choice by Parsons there. I think this ball's going back to Natalia. She already had some success going over Nati. They adjusted to her and came up short, and she went long again.
She's got Thompson out there now. We'll see how that matchup shapes out. Nati to serve. Second set point. Long. And I'll bet we see a challenge. But I'm going to lose that bet. Everyone walking away. I thought for sure they would challenge. That was close enough. I think it was out. 25-16 ends up being the final score in the second. And while they lost the first in deuce fashion, Team Drews rallies back and they lead 48-41 as we head into the third and final set. 40 set points to each of the players there. Dani Drews doing a ton of damage in the second. Can those outside pin hitters continue to drive victory in the third? Taken back in the second by Team Drews, 25-16. They now control their own destiny here into the third. Kevin Barnett alongside Olympian Key Michael watching Team Drews lead 48-41. That overall score as we head into our third and final frame. Looking for those 60 team points as well as the win. Dani Drews and Cruz, 9 kills for the captain.
Yeah, she picked it up big time in that second set. She only had 4 points in the first, but then 6 points in the second, and that was the difference maker. She had to start getting those balls in, making those into kills that had just been not quite putting enough pressure on the gold side in that first set. So she has found a way. She's looking for corners, deep shots, getting the blocks in there as well, putting some hands in front of Thompson, and then there's that line shot we kept talking about. Whenever Nati is front court, use and abuse it, and she does.
So Dani Drews, 9 kills on 25. She had a couple more errors than she wants to have. Has 1 block, 4 digs. Her side with 2 aces. That's not a lot of aces, but the good news is they've only given up 1. So they're winning that battle. Now here we go to the 3rd set. The real question is on the other side. Will Jordan Thompson be 3rd set Jordan Thompson? She hits 388 in 3rd sets. As you look at Team Drews, holding Team Thompson to 16 points in set 2. That is the fewest by a Team Thompson in this season. So how much do they lean on the captain now? Jordan Thompson has 208 kills on the year. 76 of those have come in 3rd sets, Key.
Yeah, she's a game time player. Same thing last match out in the 3rd set. 13 of the total 18 points scored by her team were hers.
Jay Woe getting underneath it. Abercrombie, a little slow push past a falling Fader.
Now I keep talking about it, rinse and repeat. Whenever there's this duo, Thompson and Nati, that's where the available points are.
Fader board popping in, Thompson on top. Keep watching those 3rd through 9th spots. Team points are going to be hugely important. Net violation there will give Kingdon Rishel the kill. And we have 100 of them available in this set. They've split the first 2 sets, so 40 points for Team Thompson, 40 points for Team Drews. Nico Legros back to the front row. Fader, that corner to corner could be good. Creates some trouble. Emily Fader, defense. That one popped off the block and gone long. Kingdon Rishel with the kill. Maddie Kingdon Rishel now with 5. That one's into the net, so Fader and her side let that one go. And we're now joined in the chair by CEO of the AVCA, Jamie Gordon. Jamie, welcome to the chat here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Welcome to AU. Give us your thoughts on how volleyball has grown on a worldwide scale.
Yeah, it's been pretty significant. We're seeing it at all different levels. From a participation standpoint, it's the #1 team sport for girls. About 38% more girls playing volleyball than even basketball at the high school level. And then at college, we're seeing records from viewership, from attendance records all across the board. So happening all over the place at all levels. And then, I mean, the amazing level out here with the talent, here with AU and, all the things are happening on the pro side. It's really a great time to be involved with the sport.
Well, since you've been here and you've been watching, what's impressed you the most about the players on court today?
Oh, man, the level of play is just so phenomenal. And the way that they are gelling in just a short period of time, is constantly changing, whether it be the setters connecting with the middles, different areas of that. But it is exciting to see this much talent on the court at once.
Can you talk to me about what you would do if you were going up against Jordan Thompson? I'm trying to digest analyze what we could do. What would you do?
You know what I would do? I think I would be making a rule change for equipment so that I could get like a helmet, maybe come in with some hockey, like some goalie gear or something like that. Maybe that give me a better shot of defending.
Jamie, you've just taken over this job in the last year or so. What do you see as the next frontier for the growth of this game?
Yeah, I think it's, we're seeing the interest and the engagement from television for sure. And making sure that our game evolves so that we can continue to expose ourselves to general fans. I mean, our volleyball fans they're loyal, they're enthusiastic, but we've got to expand into the general sports fan. And the way that we can continue to evolve the game and really partner with TV and other areas, I think is going to be important moving forward.
Love that. Excited about the growth of the game. I'll find you after this match and yell at you about the men's side. Appreciate you joining us. Thanks, Jamie.
You got it.
All right. CEO of the AVCA. They're doing good work there. That's the American Volleyball Coaches Association. Jamie Gordon taking over that organization about a year and a half ago, and continuing to be a big part of the growth of this game. You heard him mention it, and that's been a big storyline lately, is the participation level by youth. It is over basketball. Goodbye hoops. Hello volley.
Yeah, I heard that announcement by Madison Skinner recently. I think that's huge, and it's so exciting because we already love this sport. I mean, the players out here are living and breathing it, but to hear that it's growing at that level is massive.
Nazi grabs that one. Britt got just enough on there. To the captain. Oh, what a stab, Natalia. Outside, Parsons got it. There's the finish. 8-3. Thompson, nice open to this set.
Defense getting it done. Look at that pop-up on the blue side. And she's been hitting harder and harder as the match progresses. So, like Jamie mentioned, got to get a helmet out there.
They've cut into that overall lead. Keep an eye on it as Drews gets a good angle off the block. So that'll run it right back up to 52-49. That is for the overall victory. Into the net off the Drews kill. Drews double figures again. That's 11 straight matches for Dani Drews. That's how you find yourself in the captain's chair and deciding what you're going to do to everyone's hair. Here it's blue sparklies. It's always been fun to see the colors played by the players. Different glasses, different outfits, hair accoutrement.
Feather boas.
That's right, feather boas. Good one.
All kinds of things. Gotta have fun with it.
Yeah, have fun, be serious. It's time for serious here in the third. Fader dug up. Monserrat pushes Gray out of the way. Middles. No more setting for Middles. That was actually fairly nice. There's been a lot of setter on middle crime in this sport.
Yeah, who was it recently that pushed there? I think it was Nika who got thrown to the back court when she threatened to set the ball.
I've seen some setters just be brutal with the middle blockers. You guys, for whatever reason, think you have a good pause. Angle dug up, off blocker move there, Monserrat. Parsons is down. Kingdon doesn't get enough of it. Drews doing work as they did in that second set. Coming back. 55-50. That was a perfect set. Good bounce on the block. Natalia just shoves it in. Boy, that was right off the face of Fader.
She's paying it forward. She got one in the face from Thompson earlier. She sent one back the other way to Thader.
Oh, no reason to pay for blush. You're going to get a preponderance of it here. Right in the nose. And Emily Thader kind of thankful for a timeout here. It is 9-8. Close contest in the third, but it is Team Drews who has had the big comeback. We'll be back for the rest of the set. Welcome back to Madison, Wisconsin. 9-8 Team Thompson hanging on to the lead here, but they are trailing by 6 in that overall 56-50. Kevin Barnett alongside Key Michael Key. We talk often about the leaderboard points and scoring leaderboard points. For Justine Wong-Arantes, number 24, is she scoring for more than just herself?
She announced today on Instagram that she is due for a baby in March of 2026, and we are so excited about it. She could not be happier, and we could not be happier to have it be another Athletes Unlimited baby. You know, just another mom to join the list of super moms that are already part of this squad.
She and husband Andrew here making the exciting announcement. They got married post-Olympics last year, due in March of this year. Justine said, yeah, the plan is to mom, and we'll just see how the recovery goes. Probably no national team. Back to Athletes Unlimited next year, and then continue on with the professional career. But congratulations to Justine and Andrew on their first pregnancy.
Yeah, and she said, I think I'm starting to show, so I had to make this announcement. And I just wonder if her teammates, or her opponents, I should say, are making her hit the floor a little more than usual today.
She comes from a volleyball family. Her parents actually met at a rec league and ended up getting married. So she was born into this sport. She will bring the next generation into this sport. Her brother coaches on the collegiate ranks. And, of course, Justine, a multiple-time Olympic medalist, including that first ever USA gold in 2021. Here, still playing libero and pushing forward her team as they look to come back in the overall. It's close in this set. Montserrat, yeah, Thader saw that coming despite the shot to the face earlier.
Yeah, great bounce back by Thader. I think she's one of those, like you mentioned it, she's a workhorse. She does not care what's happened in the points previously. She's ready to get that block.
Thader with 12 points for that block. That'll better her leaderboard position. Remember, there are bonuses for everybody. We're showing you the top 20 right now. This goes all the way down through 44. You get a bonus for each position that you move up, or less of a bonus if you move down, Key Michael, because you can't move up without moving somebody else down. Without bad, there is no good. Have to remember that sometimes. Long set to the outside. Roll shot. Natalia was waiting on it. Thader, 2 touches. The only way it's legal is a block and then a defense. Rischel out of the back row. No. Natalia, she likes that line. A lot of work done by Emily Thader. Transition one more time. No, the captain, right side. Into the block, into her mouth, and down. Do not eat volleyballs. They are not non-GMO, nor are they organic in any way.
All I know is what's going around is coming back around. It seems like whenever one person gets hit in the face, someone else takes it right back.
Nothing worse than getting hit in the face off a ball that you hit. You got blocked.
Yeah. Doesn't happen often to JT, though, to be fair.
Yeah, I remember a couple of them from my career. First ever swing I took internationally against Japan, right back in my face. Sweet. Parsons, that tip is picked up. Not a lot of tips going at the moment. Abercrombie trying to heat it up. Thompson will do the same. No, she'll just throw it over. Count another block for Emily Thader. She's next to Natalia Valentin Anderson on that play. Players playing for a championship here, as well as this match. Drews needs 19 or more to win the match. That is, their magic number is 19. We haven't seen a golden set in a while here. We have 18 on the board for Drews. If it finishes 25-18, we'll play a golden set. I'll give you the details on that should it become necessary. Natalia, back-to-back blocks for Emily Thader. Gun show, you're welcome, America.
Thader's got some barking on the bench as well. I thought that was reserved just for Molly McCage. Maybe it's all middles. It's just a middles thing.
Drews misfires. Dani Drews wants a challenge for any one of 3 or 4 reasons at this point.
She said net touch and underneath, and also just being a jerk.
So she hit that ball wide to the left. Natalia Valentin Anderson took a little contact on that block that she was in on. And so the question will become, is Natalia Valentin Anderson under or in the net before that ball touches the ground? This is where the velocity of Drews is going to do her no favors. So the ball is clearly out. Oh, Valentin Anderson is in the net at the bottom.
Yep, I think you're right. Look at the jump on her, though. I mean, in that slow motion, see the vert? Her hands are pretty much on par with Thader. That's why she's getting those blocks.
Yeah, I think they're going to win this because that ball is not yet to the floor.
You're right.
Doesn't matter unplayable or not. There's no such thing as uncatchable as there is in the NFL.
It has to have been.
After review, the challenge of net touch before the ball was out was successful. Ball to the blue side.
Who yelled liar?
Oh, of course. That's awesome.
Nati's so angry she can't remember what rotation she's in.
Yeah, one of the most competitive players you will ever meet, but with a smile on her face always.
Response of the year. Now how will they respond inside out? To the captain, to the black part of the floor, which is out of play.
Yeah, no surprise Nati went back to her. Question is, does she do it twice in a row?
I think she dumps the ball if it gets close. If it's a perfect pass. Too far. Good touch on the Drews side once again. Tough swing for Kingdon Rishel. She's up to the task. She plays the tip and gets the kill here, Key.
Yeah, this is why Rishel is such a crucial part of the piece of the puzzle on Thompson's side. She gets up, moves quickly to that approach.
Nati, diving save, keeps herself from going under. And another chop down the line, nearly falls. Here comes the offense. Kingdon Rishel, again, through the block and down.
We're seeing a few more tips come from the blue side, but the problem is that they're going to the wrong side of the court. We talked about if you're going to tip to your left side, to Jordan Thompson's right side. You want to get her to be the one to play the ball, not Maddie Kingdon Rishel.
2-point lead for Thompson here in the set. It's not enough for the overall, though. They're still down 5. Perfect pass, tough one for Pinoy. Thompson with the dig, she gets out of the way. Drews. Another play by Thompson, 2 in a row. Abercrombie is blocked by Legros. And she must be out of breath because that is the most subdued celebration from number 7 that we have seen this season.
And how about this defense from the captain? Leaving snail trails on the floor, comes off the block, and she's down. Now, she's out of the offense, so it's a great choice there by the blockers to pinch in and try and get into place, but I mean, just too good by the block to finish.
15-12, 3-point lead. Timeout called by Team Drews. 56-60. Thompson still trailing in the overall, but they are winning in the blocks department now. They're +3 at the net defensively.
Yeah, good solid numbers there by Drew's side. That's what's got them into this position. They are serving tough. They're getting some really good looks at the net in terms of getting in a good position. And again, if you get one player out, it becomes much easier to block.
Well, they're hitting the ball down the line, and Thompson unable to get involved in the offense. She's hitting 0 in this set. 2 kills, 2 errors on 11. And you figure if that's the case, you're going to be dominating the set. Well, they are not. There have been 6, count them, 6 blocks in this set by Team Thompson. They have 9 overall, 6 in this frame, and we're just past halfway. There are many ways to win. Joe Trinzi knows that. Analytics heavy coach. One-time outside hitter for Stevenson Technical Institute. Fader with the defense. The captain, swing to be had. Cut around that one. Parsons gets the platform behind her. Back row. Natalia wide right. Marley pointing at the whole team. There was a touch. Maddie saying no, challenge thrown down. That'll be Team Drew's second, by the way, of the set. So they have used both of theirs. They'll be passengers from this point forward. Team Thompson has 2.
Maddie seemed pretty adamant that she hadn't touched it.
Key Michael, you get to be the judge.
Alrighty. That's a tough angle. I don't think I see a finger moving. Typically, you'll see the finger bounce just ever so slightly if the ball hits it.
Our main office in Nashville, our replay officials are going to make the call here. They're taking a look at whether that ball was touched or not at the net by Maddie Kingdon-Rischel and her left hand. Pretty good response from the block there at Team Thompson on that middle back attack.
After review, the challenge of block touch is unsuccessful. Ball goes to the gold side.
Both challenges used in this set by Drews. Thompson with possession of the ball. A 6-2 run here to build this lead. Thompson, more defense. She's done a nice job in that right back. And yeah, it's been her #1 pick. Maddie Kingdon-Rischel, the do-everything player, doing it all on the left side.
That's exactly what you need. Now that the blue team have figured out how to go offensively at JT, at Nati, in that left side, or their left side, the gold team's right side, Maddie's picking up the slack on the right side.
Rischel is 8 of 33 overall. Just 4 of those kills in this set. Fully half her kills. As Drews finally gets one down the line over Natalia Valentin Anderson, ending the 5-0 run by the gold side. Now Rischel has 4 kills. Parsons has 1. Thompson has 2. Legros with 1 in this set. For the leading Thompson side, they are just -3 in that overall now. So everything within reach here, all 100 points. Back to within 2. We saw a massive third set comeback. Team Cooper won the first 2, 26-24, 25-21 over Team Henson, our first match, carrying a 6-point lead into the third frame where Team Henson went 25-16. And won, becoming the 3rd team this year to lose 2 sets and win the overall.
Keep in mind that first set, there were 3 set points that went the other way that they had to overcome.
Yeah, that was wild. A 24-21 comeback that became 26-24 the other way. High, flat is good again. I wonder if engineer husband Paul Rischel and Maddie have been talking about angles, trajectories, and velocity, because that was good exit velocity on that one. (19-13) 7-1 run. They are back to within 1 in that overall. Hunting for 100 team points. Dani Drews having none of it that swing. The lead is 2.
And you can see the drastic difference when Nati is front court versus Thompson. Is the direction that Drews is hitting completely changes. She's now cutting that cross court.
JT in that row 1 pounds it. Legros going to win all those jousts. The length of Anaika Legros. 6'5" and long. 8 years as a pro. 2025 French Cup title last season. Best spiker honors in France twice. Led her team in points at the middle.
We love that.
Calling for it. Not getting it, but her captain nearly had it. The captain, right side. Inside the block and down. Oh, serious FaceTime. Watch out. You've been warned, world.
Well, Thompson lost her first match at the end of last weekend, and she's not prepared to do it again.
62-62. We are tied in this overall. 8th straight match for Thompson with 15 plus. Legros with a block. And there's the enthusiasm we're looking for.
Super adjustment by Legros as well. We just talked about how that ball had been cut underneath her in the last one. She finishes the inside arm towards the center of the court. That's a beautiful finish.
Oh, I love that reach key. Way to call that out. And calling out everything afterwards is Nika. Kingdon-Rischel in the back row. Still there. They're up 1. Long Arante is trying to put that one in the net. Couldn't quite do it. There's a block the other way. Natalia with the stuff. That'd be the first block of this set, in contrast to 7 for Team Thompson. Right back, and again. Natalia Boumbaye. Oh my, Key Michael.
Natalia, 2 in a row, rinse and repeat. I mean, she is so strong with that outside hand.
Dixon trying to get in on the action. Natalia, offense this time. Chips it in, Pinoy, perfect position. Not the second time. Block Parsons. 8th block of the set for Team Thompson. 23-17, but they are -1 right now. We're looking at a golden set possibility. That would be a set played to 5. Got to win by 2. Cap at 10 points. We'll see if we get there. Carly Graham into serve. Backup setter. She'll be in the left back. And she'll make a dig. And it'll result in the point. Carly Graham, hero. 65 up. For all the marbles, this serve.
That's a huge reaction from Carly straight off the bench.
100-point ball coming your way. Could it be a block? No. Natalia inside. So if we get a side out here from Thompson, we're going to play an extra frame. Be our first golden set of the year. So while this is a set point, it is not really a match point. This is the tie. Got it. We're going golden. We're going up, 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 King.
We're going up, up, up.
So the set is over. 25-18. Now here's the fun of AU Pro Volleyball. We're going to a golden set. We are tied at 66 apiece at the end of regulation. And we need a winner for those 60 match points. So it's the first team to 5 points. You must win by 2, except for the cap at 10. This is our 5th all-time golden set in 5 years of play. The last was October 21st, 2024 in Phoenix, Arizona. Abercrombie 75-72 over De La Cruz Mejia. Both captains had 19 kills. Now you might ask about all the stat points. How can you justify that? We play 3 sets in every match because the stat points have to be equal opportunity for everyone involved. No stat points. They're playing purely here for this 60 team points and the overall victory. 1 challenge per team. 2 timeouts per team. Seems like too many, but that's how it works.
That's a high stakes moment.
Yeah.
You have time to chat with your team. 5 points. I mean, these are the kind of small mini games that you might play in a training. It's just a race to 5 points. Winner takes all.
It is the K-Pop Demon Hunters set of Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball, the golden set. Look at those mid-set scores and the ending runs won by each team. How about that?
13-4 run by Drews to end set 2 and a 13-6 run by Thompson to end set 3.
Yes.
Dominant.
So we had a 25-23 first set for Team Thompson. Then we had a 25-16 return by Team Drews via that run. And now a 25-18 the other way. That's how we've arrived at 66 up. So let's play 4, shall we? For the 5th time in Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball history, we're going to do it.
And these matches, these golden sets, really test not only the physical capabilities of a team, but the mental capabilities. How do you get out there and be dominant from the very first point? Because you cannot afford to let the other team go on even a tiny little mini run. I mean, 1, 2, 3 points can make all of the difference in this tiny set.
Thompson, Dani Drews. Thompson looking to go 2-0 on the weekend so far with 1 match remaining. Drews trying to get even at 1-1. Remember, no stat points. Just the 60 team points for the overall victory at stake here. We're going to go to 5. As Key mentioned, very similar to a variety of volleyball drills you'll play. Lots of drills, the coaches set the score at 20-20 or say 22-20.
Yep.
And you have to come back and win from a deficit if you're the #1 side, generally speaking. Figure out a way to score a couple of real points with your service, turn some points, as well as successive side outs.
Yeah, it's really hard to replicate the kind of stress and pressure that you're going to feel in one of these situations. So that's exactly what you can do in training, is just try and shorten a game and heighten the pressure.
Dani Drews will get us started. What rotation do you start in becomes the question with just this short little sprint.
Oh, interesting. Nazi starting in the front court. This was one of the rotations that was difficult for the gold side to get out of.
Kingdon Rischel in the front court. She's been the hot hand. And we're underway in our golden set. Right to the #1 pick. Montserrat in the front row as well on the other side. That's the matchup. Do they go right back to it? Yes, they do. Montserrat gets a piece of it. And someone's in the net. Will we have the challenge get used already? Net violation called.
Looking at some faces here. Is it worth a challenge? Or it's so easy to get caught up in testing the referees and calling it out, but you got to be so sure.
Jordan Thompson and Maddie Kingdon Rischel with conversation, and then no challenge. 1-0 Drews. Good pass. Left, a little C action there. Inside, out of the back row. Thompson, it's 1-up.
I think that's the first time we've seen them run that particular set. You got to use all the zones of the net when you're a setter, and especially with Thompson, where the blockers are going to be chasing her. Look where she runs that route. It's just to the right of center, not fully all the way out, though.
Fader, a tough serve. Natalia, big moments, no stranger for her. The captain, again, this time inside, dug by Abercrombie. And Aika sticks up her right arm and gets it. Can she get back to block? Kingdon Rischel's in the middle. A scattered transition. Ball is too tight. Cut down the line, Drews picks it up. Natalia once again. Another big swing, and this one's a winner. 2-1, blue.
I mean, the point goes to the blue side, but I'm watching the cheering happening on the gold side because what a run. I mean, Legro sticking an arm up somewhere, Nazi being involved in the block. I mean, such good play happening.
Go into 5, win by 2. You must win by 2. We're going to cap it at 10. Overhead, the captain blocked. Serena Gray. 3-1 the sprint. Do you use a timeout?
I think that's the kind of spread that's hard to come back from. A 2-point lead now. Block could be the deciding factor.
Dixon, Parsons, perfect pass. And a blast is wide. Touch called. Everyone's saying no way. You do have a challenge, and they're going to use it. Marley Montserrat said, was that on me? The indication is yes. She denies the charge.
I don't think I saw a touch either. I thought that went wild out. Of course, the idea was to go for some fingertips and go high with it, but I don't think I saw any spin on it.
So right now it's 3-2. Keep in mind, if this is overturned, it's going to be 4-1.
That blocker's pretty adamant they didn't touch it. I think Gray's too late to be even in the conversation of a touch. It's Marley Montserrat, but I don't think so. I think it's over her.
Yeah, I'm with you. I got nothing there.
We saw someone pointing maybe to the backcourt touch, but Tori Dixon's the only one that could have been culpable there.
She did have a little bit of a guilty pull down.
After review, the challenge of block touch is successful. Ball goes to the blue side.
Okay. So it is successful. It remains 3-2. Huge overturn for Team Thompson. Successful challenge.
It was blue challenge.
Yeah, so no touch. So it is 4-1.
That's huge for the blue side. I mean, a 4-1 lead in a regular set to 15 or 25, no big deal, but to 5.
Oh, well, our first match could be instructive here. It was 24-21.
Yep.
Team Hentz leading Team Cooper. They watched that lead evaporate. And eventually Team Cooper won 26-24 in that first set of the evening. Will this be the last point of the penultimate day of action here in Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball? Team Drews looking for the W with Tori Dixon at the line. Serena Gray, Natalia, and Marley Montserrat in the front row. Making sure we got the scorebook right and everything ready to go.
Just adding to the pressure out there.
Oh man, this is a long wait for this one. Who's this wait worse for? Thompson or Drews? Oh. Or you?
Well, it's for the viewer at home. I mean, you don't want to ruin the momentum you've got going if you're the blue side, but if you're the gold side, you also don't want to dwell on where you sat and where you hit.
We're ready to go. Match point. Number 1. Pington Rischel. Stopped once. The captain looking for hands, getting none. That ball is long and this match is over. The golden set goes fast. Thompson 5-1 for the moment. Challenge going to be issued, looking for a touch.
I was already gone. I was ready to do the interview.
Welcome back, Keith.
Thanks. I don't think there was a touch.
I think we're looking at the end of this one at 71-67. It's close, though.
I don't see it. That's a high swing.
No.
But you got to take the challenge when it comes down to the wire like this.
I do love the challenge system. I don't like the anticlimactic nature at the end of matches and sets, which happens all too often.
After review, the challenge of block touch is unsuccessful. Ball goes to the blue side.
Okay, bye.
71-67. Put it in the record books. Plus 60 points to each player on the Team Drews side. We played a little extra in the golden set there. Team Drews gets 12 kills out of their captain, Dani Drews. Gets 10 from Natalia Zilo Pereira. They get 9 blocks. They were stopped 11 times by the other side, and they run the record. The Team Drews side to 1-1. Thompson will drop to 1-1. And we'll be back to Madison. The Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball Champions Week is presented by Baden. We're back to Madison, Wisconsin to talk to the winners in just a moment. Drews in golden fashion.
Great hands, Britt. Nice job. So, hey, again, we're in really nice spots on Maddie, like on that stop short, and we're picking up her off too, which is really good. So it's controlling her. Keep passing. Hey, just finish a little higher. Finish a little higher. Hey, right away here. We're going to cover too. We're going to cover here. Let's go. Talk about what we're doing as blockers here. No set or dump. Stay sharp on Sarah. Yes, nice pass. Yes, Dani. Great swing, Dan. Hey, no set or dump. No set or dump.
Alicia Childress and her side eventually successful in the golden set. First of the season to break the tie. We were knotted at 66 apiece at the end of regulation, 5-1 in the extra frame. And Team Drews victorious 71-67. We go to Key Michael with Natalia Pereira at 10 kills, 13 digs, and an ace.
Natalia, phenomenal performance by you. I was thinking back to those blocks back-to-back on JT. How did that feel?
Feels great, especially because it's so hard to block her. She's weird. We can see like every game. In 3 sets, she always scored like a close to 30 points, and she's an amazing player. So every time I can at least like a touch her balls, I'm happy. So it's so hard to block her that way. So I will sleep like a baby tonight.
We also saw the first golden set of the season. Were you excited when you saw that scoreline tied up at the end of it, or did you recognize that?
Yeah, no, actually, like we were saying, like, okay, we need just 1 point, but in the end, like, it was the same. So it's exciting actually because it's really short tie break, and you just need like to think the best way to start the golden set. And I think we did great. So like we didn't start the game so well, but we could finish the first set like really close to them. I think this helped a lot. And also we could like go full in the second set. So I think this was the key. And also like a tie break, we started good. So it was a nice game.
And you're one of only 2 teams to take down Thompson's team. What was special about your team tonight?
I think especially like our defense system, we could like serve good. And also, we could touch a lot of balls of Jordan, like not just in block, but also in defense. As I said, like it's always so hard to block her or touch her balls. She takes like a really high angle, so every time when you dig some balls, like also I think our counter-attack worked well today. So I think it was like a mix of everything. I think everyone like played good, and I think we need to keep it like that for the next game. But it's nice because it was really hard. Like every time we play against Jordan, we're like, okay, she's going to score. We need to accept that. So, but the balls that we can touch, we need to try like the hardest time and try to score after that, because otherwise she will receive again and she will kill the ball. So, but today it works well, like for us.
Well, it's been so fun to watch you climb up the leaderboard, and there are some medals to be passed out tomorrow, so we'll let you get home and get some rest before that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, will Natalia be up there? We'll see who stands alongside Jordan Thompson, who in a limited affair still had 17 kills, 12 digs. That gives you an idea of just how well Jordan Thompson has played throughout this season to put her at #1 on the leaderboard. Reagan Cooper solidly in 2. Everything updated here except the MVP points, which will be incoming from this second match. Maddie Kingdon-Rischel may share in those. Another nice performance by her, currently sitting in 4th place. Dani Drews with a win. Oh, look at that. Just a few points. 15 of them between 4th and 5th. Right on that bubble there. Team Drews was +7 heading in, but they turned out to have a comeback performance. From 66 all, they win the golden set 5-1. And Team Drews defeats Team Thompson. The Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball Championship concludes tomorrow night starting 4 Eastern. Check out where to watch on the website, auprovolleyball.com. For Key Michael and our entire crew, I'm Kevin Barnett. Thanks for watching Action from Madison, Wisconsin. We'll be back with you for one more evening, and then we're handing out the hardware.